We are the BMW Group's India plant on the outskirts of Chennai, and what brings us here is this. This is the Mini Countryman C, and it's just been launched for a price of 47.5 lakh rupees. This location is significant because this model is now going to be assembled right here. Now, in case you're wondering, wasn't a Mini Countryman already on sale in India? Yes, there is. It's the Mini Countryman Electric. This is the Mini Countryman Petrol. It comes powered by a 1.5-litre 3-cylinder turbo-petrol engine. It puts out 156 horsepower and 240 Newton meters. The power goes only to the front wheels via a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. Mini claims a 0 to 100 kph time of 9 seconds. Now, in terms of design and styling, it is new age Mini, but on the Countryman you find angular elements which are typically circular in the Mini design scheme. You also get a large octagonal grille which is finished with this gold surround, and I think it actually contrasts quite well with this green paint scheme. You'll also notice that the bonnet line is quite high, and Mini wants you to think of this as an SUV, and they have highlighted the fact that it's also got the highest roof amongst its rivals. Rivals that include the Mercedes GLA, the Audi Q3, as well as BMW's own X1. What also helps the Mini stance are these 19-inch wheels. Again, they get this dull gold finish. I'm not sure if everyone will take to it, but it does look quite cool in the flesh. This is pretty substantial car. You can see the wheelbase is quite long. The dual tone paint scheme with the roof in the contrast color, B pillar, C pillar, everything towards the back in a contrast color does give this Mini a look of distinction, and also ties in with the look of Minis that we've seen of late. Now, as with the electric Countryman, I haven't quite got the point of this panel over here, but what you will see is that the rear 3/4 glass is actually quite large. At the back, it is again a pretty substantial looking car, and what's cool is that you can change arrangement of the LED DRLs with 3 patterns at the back. Now, the power tailgate opens to reveal a 505-litre boot, and what's nice is that you also get a space saver spare tire. Fold the rear seats down and you get up to 1400 litres of boot space. The Mini Countryman's interior is actually quite minimalist, but it does get this very characteristic round touchscreen that measures 13.7 inches. Now, it's an OLED screen, really clear to use, and what I really love about it is the different themes that you can toggle between. They're really playful. It really changes the look and feel of the screen, and things like the speedometer. So here you've got a classic look, very nicely done. When we spend more time with the car, I'll show you all the screens in detail. Now, other things to note: steering is nice and chunky, good to hold. You get this textured finish on the dashboard. Now, it does look quite nice, but unfortunately it is also a bit of a dust magnet, so you'll have to be careful to not drive too much with the windows down. You do get some cool ambient lighting that sort of projects from behind the touchscreen onto the dashboard, and it does look quite nice. Other talking points include a toggle-like switch for the gear selector, so you have reverse, neutral and drive, but no paddle shifters. You also get toggles for the engine switch as well as the experience mode selector. Where the Mini does feel quite different to a conventional Mini is in the seating position, because you're sat quite high up. You get a pretty commanding view of the world outside, and the view of the bonnet is also quite reassuring on long drives. I also like the seat comfort. They're pretty nicely upholstered. There is power adjust as well as a memory function for the driver's seat, as well as massage. Other features to talk about include a 12-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. You get a head-up display screen that pops out over here, and of course there is a very large panoramic sunroof that streams in a lot of light into the cabin. Now, the Countryman is a Mini for the family, which means rear doors as well as proper seats at the back. Now, these are not the most accommodating for 3 large adults, but you can fit in 3 average size adults in reasonable comfort. Now, the thing about the back seat is, while space is quite good and very well catered to on knee room, headroom is also quite fine, The windows are a bit small, so they rob you of that sense of space that you would expect in a car of this size. But apart from that, the seats are quite comfy. I like the thigh support from the flat seats. The backrest is also nicely judged, and you also have the option to adjust the backrest angle. And as for the question of the hour, yes, the Mini Countryman is E25 compatible. So that's your quick introduction to the Mini Countryman C. What do you think of the specs? What do you think of the price? And would you have one over a BMW X1, a Mercedes GLA or an Audi Q3? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to Autocar India and hit the bell icon to be notified every time we have a new video up. Thanks for watching.